amazing family. I'm so excited to be here once again. Thank you so much for the love and the engagement so far. I really appreciate it. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a community of God lovers. Right here we worship God with the fruit of our lips, and most importantly, we worship Him with our lifestyle, ensuring that everything we do each passing day pleases God. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. We'll share. It's actually because of people like you that I can do this over and over again. Like I always say, worship is beyond the singing, worship is beyond the lifting up of hands, it's beyond the harmonies and the melodies. Yeah, they're actually part of it, but it has gone way beyond it. And this pantings in my soul has actually come to be. We are here to raise a generation of people that are actually sold out completely to God. Worship is simply reverence, adoring, honoring, totally giving everything you are and everything you think you have to whoever you're giving to. And right here, we are totally giving to God who actually owns us. I want to use this opportunity to wish you a happy new year once again. I believe this year is already taking a beautiful shape for you. You already have reasons to celebrate and be happy. But I want to point out a few things that has actually been in my heart that I felt it would be nice, to share. Online these days, you see a whole lot of comments about New Year resolution. They don't come again. They started writing New Year resolutions. They will still write, and it will still end up the same way. I want to encourage you that please turn deaf ears to all that. What should matter is, okay, I've outlined these things. What did I outline last year that I did not achieve? Why did I not achieve them? Now, become more intentional. Now, I think the reason why it turned out that way last year was you. So right now, what you should do is not about stopping the New Year resolution, but finding out why did I not achieve the ones I outlined last year and working on those things, being more intentional. Actually, there are people out there that still write New Year resolutions, and the more we go into a new year, the more glorious and amazing their lives become. So your own should not be an exception. You too can achieve that. Please ensure that you're intentional about your growth. Read books. They read. You get why? Because there are actually people that have gone through, one situation or the other that you feel you are in now, that is actually the end of the world. Someone has actually been there and has come out gloriously. The person has something to say to the upcoming people that are coming up. So you have to learn to read books. You have to learn, be vast in your thinking, be broad in your mindset. Like, don't be small. My pastor said something one day. He said, let God see your mind and see, the kind of things you think. And he shouts, Chineke. It should be that big. Like, please think big. Ensure that people around you are not, mediocres. People that, that don't think straight. People that feel, now so it be, maybe we just they go, maybe we just they see as they go. No, there's nothing like maybe they see as they go. Now, like this, we won't make the thing go. So let us pattern our footsteps towards that direction. Actually, in this kingdom, and even right here on this channel, we hammer so much on, worship as a lifestyle, living your life so well to God. But what will people on the other side see and admire and be like, I want to be like this girl though. I want my life to also be a worship beyond what I just said, beyond just going to church. I want to have a strong walk and relationship with God. What will they see? They want to see results. Most times when we even pray and wake people up in the night, they are even angry because there's no result. They're not even seeing the result of the prayers. But when they see the results of what you pray about, like even the one that ask you, guy, I beg, they pray to you. So your life should just be beyond religion. It should just be beyond, yes, you may have an encounter with God, but let people see the results of what you share with God. And it boils down to you being intentional. God has given you brain, has given you sense. He said has given you all that pertains to life and godliness. So it's now in your place to receive it and put it to work. Most importantly, if you are not close to God, my dear, your own are finished. Because even if you plan, get all the money. In fact, there's something that Papa Udebo always says. He says, God, anything you cannot give me, may I never have it. Anywhere you cannot take me to, may I never get there. That means your life should just be bent on God and God alone. Be closer to God. If you were close to God 90% last year, ensure that you grow more than you were last year. Make sure you are not still on the same spot. The worst is that you're even going back. That's the worst that can even never happen to you. The Bible says the path of the just is as a shining light that shines brighter and brighter till the very perfect day. So ensure you're close to God. If you're a believer listening to me and you don't study the scriptures, like you can go a whole day without studying the scriptures and you are all right. Something is wrong with you. You may not accept it now, but that's the very bitter truth. So you need to think back and say, what is wrong with me? If you need to be accountable to somebody, someone that will ask you, how far have you read the scriptures today? Have you prayed today? It's not bad. Be accountable to somebody. We are actually in the age where there are a whole lot of distractions. So if there are things you need to intentionally do to ensure that you grow in the realm of the spirit, please do. It's very, very, very important. Every sacrifice made on any kind of altar must suit the prescription of the person that is being sacrificed to. So the same way, your life, if the entirety of you, beyond the singing, I'm not against the singing, I'm not against the melody and the harmonies that come from the lips, but if the entirety of you, which is actually my panting, which is also the very heartbeat of God, if the entirety of you is actually on the altar, if you are the sacrifice, if you are the very worship to God, then your life must suit Him. Your life must please Him. God is a God of excellence. Your life has to be put together. It has to be, see, everything He created in Genesis, He looked at it and said, it is good. God has to look down on you and know that my child is put together. Like he knows what He's doing. All right. And everything, even in the pursuit of excellence, you're still in the radar. Even in the pursuit of excellence, you're still on the very path of righteousness. That is just the very heartbeat of God. That He can look at you and know that this very life honors me. This very life reverences me. This very life respects me and all that my heart pants after. God called David a man after His heart. David will always inquire of the Lord. He doesn't do anything without inquiring of the Lord. Remember, he said, if you don't go with me, God will not go. If you don't go with us, we are not going anywhere. David would always, emphasis on always, inquire of God. And there's nothing that he does without involving God in it. So in this 2023, if God does not go ahead of you, don't go. Because if He doesn't go ahead of you, mountains will not be made plain. There will be no river in the wilderness, in the desert. You will hunger, you will suffer. Because why? He is our help. David said, I look to the hill, from whence cometh my help. He said, my help cometh from the Lord who makes the heaven and earth. So please and please ensure that in everything you do each passing day, all that matters to you is that my life is the very worship of God. I live in accordance to the will. I live in accordance to the precepts and the very patterns of God. And anything outside God, I'm not involved in it. Be realistic. When you know you need help, please get help. When you know you need to open up to somebody, please open up to somebody. And of course, you have to be mindful of the people you talk to. But please, don't just keep things in your heart. Things didn't go down well for you last year and you're just there so bitter, you are grinding inside, the thing just they pain you, you just stay there. You cannot grow. He said, a joyful heart and a merry heart doeth good like medicine. But a broken spirit, a bitter heart dries up the bones. So please, you cannot grow. If there is dryness in your body, you can't, there is no life. So ensure that there is no form of dryness. You don't accommodate any form of dryness. You are joyful, everly joyful, bouncing in the spirit. Things don't look like you want them to be. Oh yes, I have a goodly heritage. Oh yes, things are working out for my good. You have to learn to proclaim. You have to learn to speak. You are a child of God. And He said, where the word of the king is, there is power. And He says, whatsoever you say to my hearing, that I will do unto you. As the day go by, as the months go by, January, February, March, take stock. If you want to take stock, quarterly, or you want to take stock, whatever, anyhow you want to do it, please just ensure that you take stock. Look back. Check your list and look back and say, okay, what have I achieved? This and this and this. Be that intentional. If you need to paste it on your wall, paste it on your wall. This and this is what I've achieved. This and this is what I've not achieved. I'm supposed to have achieved this by this time. Which means anything you write out should have a time frame. So why have I not achieved it by this time? What are the reasons? You have to know. Because if you don't take stock, you will not even know where you are and where you are coming from. And that is the worst thing that can happen to somebody when you are as confused as anything. There will be no growth. And in fact, you will have something terrible than stagnation, which means you will be going back. Ensure that you're making progress. A step forward and 2 steps backward is no progress at all. I pray the very best for you, and I hope that you really have an amazing and a beautiful 2023. Please and please love everyone around you. Be cheerful, be happy, don't let anything spoil your joy. Every form of bad energy may just stay far away. Don't let anything bring you down or make you sad. Ensure that you are happy. And look forward to what you want to see. Keep it before you and keep seeing it as you run. I wish you the very best and I love you so much. Thank you for sticking and joining with me. I don't say make I can't drop this one. I hope say it will help you. If this video blessed you, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're yet to do that. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this to a friend. I believe that this video will be a blessing to somebody in your space. I love you. God bless you.